What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Very Nice Vlog. I'm your homie, your friend. You can call me brother, whatnot. I'm Very Nice Dan. Hello, thank you so much for checking out my channel. For today's topic, we're gonna talk about introvert versus extrovert. There are a lot of misconceptions behind these two categories or qualities, you say. So introvert versus extrovert, let's talk about it. How do you like to consume your caffeine? Are you a coffee person or tea person? Why am I asking you this? Because it has to do with this topic, introvert versus extrovert. For example, an introvert likes to gain their energy by being themselves. On the other hand, an extrovert likes to gain their energy by being with people, socializing. So for example, an introvert likes to replenish their energy by being alone. So in their room, maybe in the library, or even in the park, just sitting down alone. And an extrovert likes to rejuvenate their energy by socializing with people, by being with family, being with friends, pub, get some drinks, or go to movie nights. There are infinite possibilities. So you have to understand the configuration. That's the word that I'm gonna use for today's topic, because everybody is built different, and being an introvert and extrovert has so little to do with personality. So to make this simple, let's say there are two types of each configuration. So there's a shy introvert, an outgoing introvert. On the other hand, again, there's a shy extrovert and an outgoing extrovert. So as what I've said earlier, this configuration has nothing to do with personality, right? What I'm trying to say is that if you misjudge their configuration, you may do more harm than good, unintentionally. Let's give an example. Let's talk about an outgoing introvert. Let's say Bob is an outgoing introvert. Bob is a funny guy. Bob likes to socialize whenever. He goes to parties. Sometimes you've seen him go to the movies together and whatnot. And when you approach Bob because you think that this person is an extrovert during a wrong time. What I mean by wrong time is when Bob's energy is low and he needs to replenish his energy, and when you approach to them, you're actually doing more harm than good. That's why you need to understand their configuration. And it's really hard. It's not your fault, but being mindful, that makes a huge difference. And on the other hand, let's talk about a shy extrovert. Because let's say a shy extrovert is Kiwi, for example. Kiwi is a shy extrovert. You see Kiwi being alone most of the time. You see Kiwi is quiet, shy. You see them in a social setting sometimes, but rarely, or you don't really care, so you don't know if that person was there, first of all. So when you give that person space or staying away from that person because you judge them as an introvert, you are actually doing more harm than good, because Kiwi is an extrovert. And during that time, let's say Kiwi had low energy and Kiwi needed people and Kiwi needed to socialize to replenish its energy, then and you stayed away from Kiwi, is unfortunate, right? You know, everybody goes through phases of anything in life, phases of financial difficulties, phases of relationship conflicts, phases of health issues, and a big thing is your identity development. It has to do with identity crisis, right? For sure. There are pros and cons, of course. I want to address that as well because it's really important. For example, an introvert are okay being by themselves. Past pandemic, a lot of introverts, they didn't really have much issues because they just stayed home and play games, watch movies, TV shows. And I heard a lot of extroverts went through lots of depression because they were forced to stay inside when they really needed to socialize to gain their energy back, right? If you want to improve as a person, work on your qualities, right? If you're shy, because a lot of times people who are antisocial, I'm not talking about introvert or extrovert, just in general, if you are antisocial, it's because they had not so pleasant experiences in the past, so they want to avoid that conflicts and whatnot, right? And it doesn't matter whose fault it is. Maybe it was your fault unintentionally or it was their fault. Conflicts are inevitable with people. That has to do with the frequencies, you know. That's another topic I might talk about, make a video about that, the frequencies and friendship and relationship and all that. But in today's video, I wanted to say that it's okay to be an introvert. It's okay to be an extrovert because that's just how you're configured, right? when do you feel most comfortable? Let's say you went to a party, returned back home in your bedroom. Do you feel lonely, or do you feel like, that was exhausting, socializing with all those people? It could be different day to day, of course, but like try to think all those instances, all those examples in your life, all those experiences, to find out what type of person you are, how you're configured. So yeah, we talked about the real meanings of introvert and extrovert. It's really important to understand and digest what this means, not just to avoid harming others, more importantly, so that you're not damaging yourself. It's like having food allergy, let's say you don't know what food it is. Sometimes you get random hives and sore throats, and that will drive you nuts, right? That will be so frustrating. But if you actually take time to go see a doctor and get diagnosed, or actually like find what food it is, then you will be able to work around that. Like you're not gonna have that, or you will have less, or you will just avoid it at all. It's like that, if you understand how you're configured, then you know how you can rejuvenate your energy. Sometimes, even though you're an introvert, you want to pretend that you're an extrovert because of these social assumptions, settings, judgmental things, and that is actually doing you more harm, because you actually need time to be alone to gain back all your energy. But because you're just forcing yourself out and trying to be with people, you are just sacrificing yourself, Also, if you're an extrovert, just because you got into conflict with people, you don't want to deal with conversation and whatnot, and you just want to be alone. But truly, you need to be with people and socialize to gain back your energy. So yeah, you're damaging yourself. So try to look back what made you really comfortable and you feel energetic. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. I will come back with better content. Most importantly, I just want to become a better person, so that I could share my authenticity, what it means to be real, And by being real, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm always strong. Showing my vulnerability, showing my weakness is actually being strong. Is that an oxymoron or irony? I'm just excited that I'm actually doing this. And I'm excited what I could show to the world, right? So thank you for watching. Very nice vlog. I'm Very Nice Dan, and see you next time.